Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of DDP TV, not to be confused with reality DDP TV. And if you've been watching, the saga of Bluefield Hell, episode 1, 2, and 3 is up there. I'm so glad I put that, started filming shit. So that's what I'm going to start doing now when I'm out and about. And if it turns into something decent, then I'll put it into a little video and let you all check it out. But it is back to Wrasslin Wednesdays, which I'm not calling it that anymore because one of you out there, is that what that camera is? Right there. One of you said to me, "Hey, DDP, it's never Wednesday when you do it. So why don't you just call it Wrestling Weekly?" And I went, good point. So whoever the hell you were, I can't remember because so many of you guys leave messages and I read them all. You know, if it's something that you actually have a statement that you want me to have an answer something to, you see I answer most all of them back unless it slips through the cracks because, every day I got like 100 emails, not counting about the tweets and the real DDPs and every other damn thing, YRG and Team YRG and all the other shit. So I'm trying to keep it all together. I got a little shadow on my face there. Let's see, get right there. Now it's off. Okay, bottom line is Wrestling Weekly. And we are back with the Mark Mero feud, or Johnny B. Bad, in this case, Johnny B. Bozo. What I have up on DDP, or The Real DDP, is, let me put my feet out and try that again, an interview with the one and only Gene Okerlund. And I used to love interviewing with Okerlund, man. It was such a trip because, you see them, especially when you're coming up as a kid, and watching him. And then to finally be on the stage with Okerlund was really, really cool. And this was a Saturday night promo. This is the last of a series of matches I had with Johnny B. Bozo. And I'm just calling him out in this. And you can tell that my interviews are starting to get better. There's a little twitch of, shifting of trying not to be this wrestling persona that was, over the top and starting to find a little bit of Paige Joseph Falkenberg, a.k.a. Dallas Page, in these interviews. So nothing that's great, but there is something I did point out, and it's fun for me to go back and watch this. And my buddy Dylan, he finds all this and keeps it all in its order, in its chronological order. I come out there and I start talking about being awarded the Most Improved Wrestler in 1995 by Pro Wrestling Illustrated, which to me was a really big deal. Because if you take the time to actually go back and grab a Pro Wrestling Illustrated and then look at the guys who are named in that list of Most Improved, every one of those cats, well, not every single one, but 90% of those guys became main eventers. And for me, that was a big deal because, again, it was re-justifying that I do belong in this top spot, and I have worked my ass off for it. And you can't pay the people to chant DDP. You can't pay the people to react to the Diamond Cutter. They either do or they don't. So it was really cool, and I brought that out there that I was the Most Improved Wrestler in 1995. Talked a little bit of trash, called Mero out, and from there, just sort of stepped off. So that's the only thing that's on The Real DDP. If you're just here on YouTube, you want to go over and check it out. Yes, I am going to be putting up episode 4 of Bluefield Hell. There are only 5, so there's only 2 left. I know that's bumming some of you out. I mean, the one thing and the next time anything like this happens, I will make sure I go and get more of the guys talk. Like, I should have went up to Road Dogg and said, "So, Dog, what are you thinking now?" I should have went up to Billy because he was like blowing steam. It would have been really entertaining to catch the other guys as we went through it, and Nightheart and all that. And but I'd never done this before. Remember, I was just making this shit up as I went along. So I think it's pretty good considering that's the deal. So Bluefield Hell episode 4 will be coming out probably next day or so. This Thursday, or might be when you're getting this, might be Thursday. Today, if it is Thursday, DDP Radio, 9 p.m. You're a Mark Mero fan. You want to know more about Mark, a.k.a. Johnny B. Bozo. By the way, we're going to be talking to Mark about his new book, how to become the happiest person on the planet. And this is it right here. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up for inspiration. My boy here, that shirt right there is Champion of Choices, and he makes a lot of really good choices, and he helps people figure out how to make them. And Mark's got a lot of really powerful, inspiring stories, and if you want to get on the show, please come on, because this isn't a show where we just talk. I encourage people to call in and become part of the DDP Radio Roundtable. Now, you know, we've been getting some really good people come on and talk, and so, you know, I think you're pretty, you'd have a good time coming on there. So don't hesitate. Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Just go to DiamondDallasPage.com. You'll see it right there, DDP Radio. Click it, pop on, call the number. This is one of those shows, too, that if you're just in your car and you don't have the internet, you could call in and listen to the show. Be a part of the show. You could call in and be on it. It's pretty... I'm trying to make it as interactive as possible, and I'm about to take it to video as well. So that's what I got going. This is Wrasslin Wednesdays. Go check out the interview I put up there about Mero if you want to see that. Bluefield Hell's coming your way, and that's all I got. See ya. As usual, it's been your pleasure.